Hi, my name's Andrew Roth and I'm the CEO of Next Intelligence Corporation. I'm here with Mary today at a new site installation, and I'm just going to take Mary through some of the features and benefits of the CarePlus integrated software user interface, which is a web-enabled interface. So it just shows up on Internet Explorer, as you can see here, Mary. And I'm just going to show you how you might set up some rosters within your oncology ward here today. So what I've got here is a screen showing the afternoon shift, day shift, night shift, and we might just quickly have a look how the day shift is organised for today. And you can see just quickly that you've got a list of all your staff members on the left hand side, and you've got the actual room or location or the beds that those members are responsible for, and on your team you've got a primary caregiver who's allocated to the room or the bed or some beds within multiple bedrooms. You've got an alternate nurse who is the backup for the primary if the primary can't answer, the secondary does, and then of course you've got a tertiary or a final person, and there's certain escalation times that we can manage for you so the call escalates from the primary to the secondary after 2 minutes and say 30 seconds, whatever you like. So if Lindsay can't answer the call for Mrs. Domofsky's room, it automatically escalates to Mandy, or Lindsay can actually force escalate that call if she's busy and tied up. And I'll just show you how some of these features work.
Great, thank you. That's great, but where will the alerts from the patients go? Whose device?
Oh, okay. So if Jenny Ward is responsible for room 3, bed 2, and the patient pushes any button in the patient nurse call button in their room, that'll automatically go to Jenny's device, whether she's holding a pager or a smartphone or something like that. Or if there's a staff assist call pushed by Jenny while she's in that room, that'll automatically go to the agency 2 nurse, so for the assistance. But let's say the agency 2 nurse is not available today, and you've got one of your regular staff members who is available. So let's pick Fedor. Let's assign all of Faye's jobs to that patient, and Faye can be a backup for Jenny Ward here. So to do that, it's that easy. Just use the mouse and click the mouse to assign the person in a aim and shoot type function. So we press save, and now room 1, bed 1, room 2, bed 1, all of those areas will now be assigned to that nurse. And where those messages go is actually spelt out in the device assignment section, and we'll see here that Mandy actually doesn't have a device allocated to her. So does Mandy use the SpectraLink phone, the iPhone, or a pager on your ward, or a Vocera badge? Which one?
Pager.
Pager, okay, so let's just assign Mandy to pager 3, and we'll send a confirmation message here to Mandy so that she actually knows now that she's her pager 3 is working. So if we had pager 3 here, it was on the table, we could see it was buzzing. But if the batteries are flat or it's broken or it's been dropped on the floor or something, we could easily just assign her pager 5 and send the confirmation message. And you should get the messages for 5. So if we just go back here, and we'll be able to see for all of the allocations for Fedor in room 1, bed 1, room 2, bed 1, etc. will now go to Faye, and I'll go to that page that we just allocated, so it's pretty easy to use.
Great, so what happens if Faye's not available one day? She's sick.
Yeah, just as I was showing you before, you can assign any other nurse to that quite quickly. So, Mary, let's just say you have to fill in because you don't have any agency nurses available, and you're just going to fill in for Faye until you can get an agency nurse come in. We just click on your name over here, and we click on Faye's duties or responsibilities for particular patients, and we press save, and then automatically any of those calls from those rooms will automatically come to your device.
Wonderful. That's really good. Does it have the capability to send a message to the whole team at once, though?
Yeah, sure, Mary. We've got this area here called sending a message. And you can send a message to your team, so you just select the different members of your team and add them to the list just as I'm clicking through here. So just add one more, just add Lindsay in there. So you might like to send a message to your team, and you can freeform text here, but instead of typing you can also put pre-canned messages in, and I can show you how to do those in just a moment. But let's just say there's continuation of fire alarm testing going on. Fire alarm testing today at 10 a.m. So you might like to send that out to your team because the engineering department keep testing the problem with the system, and you might just put in insert today's time and date because you want the team to know it's happening again today, even though it's been bothering your team all week. And you send out the message to your whole team. Once you've sent the message, get a message confirmation panel come up just here to know the message, so you don't have to bring the whole team together for a meeting just for these sorts of routine or non-routine activities.
And what about regular reminders? Can I do those at all?
You certainly can. We have another feature called reminder messages, and you can send clinical messages to your team, and you can set those up in a way where you'll be reminding your team at a certain time or during a certain shift or for a certain patient that they need to do administer certain drugs or redress certain wounds, or in a long-term care activity you might have a permanent message that goes out to any staff responsible for, say, Mrs. Domovsky in this case, where you would get Mrs. Domovsky off to the bathroom before 10 o'clock every morning. Save some embarrassment for her.